ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Friday. Golden Girl Shaunae Miller-Uibo making her rounds. No, she didn't have to suit up and settle in the blocks this time. Charles Fisher tells us just what the Olympian has been up to.
It was a wild scene in Lion Country when Shaunae Miller-Uibo walked through the student body. Everyone wanted to get a hug and photo. For her, it's natural.
I remember being at the same age and just looking up to the older athletes. So, yeah, it's a blessing, I just feel so blessed right now.
Her message to the students: study hard, never give up, and put trust in God. And it was a message well received by Brandon Butterfield, Johnny Baptiste, and Jamal Etienne.
I learned that you always trust God, get a good education, and you can achieve anything in life.
What do you like most about Shaunae?
That she was very successful and her dreams came true.
I got the message that, she inspires us to dive. She makes us dare to dive. She makes us feel innovative and visionary, and she makes us feel really excellent and inspired.
The message I got was that I must continue to pursue my dreams and to never give up, even though there may be twists and turns.
For the world-class athlete, more of these school visits are scheduled to spread her message.
I'm doing some things with BTC right now, and I'm so glad they're joining along with me. And so, I'm excited to see what all schools we're about to hit a few other schools today and a few on Monday, and then, of course, a school on Tuesday as well. So, I'm excited for it, and hopefully we can touch a few more.
Good for Shaunae to give back, and also good for the students to appreciate one of their own. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
Thank you so much, Fisher. A workable relationship between the two organizations is what President of the Bahamas Association of Athletic Coaches, Shaunae Miller, is hoping to establish with the executives of the Bahamas Association of Athletic Associations.
My main job is to make sure all the coaches are protected. But yes, I would like to see some policies put in place, and I had a chance to review some of that, the proposal that was put forth the other day, and I think it's garbage. I think it needs to be thrown away. I think we need to bring the coaches to the board first and sit down and try and figure out what it is that we want, and then afterwards bring the whole body in and try and see if we could mash up and iron out something.
Despite the minor setback in his professional baseball career, Anthony Seymour isn't letting it stop him from working and possibly getting a call up into the major leagues.
I don't really know. I'm not in control of that. I let the guys in the front office decide that. The only thing I do is go out and play hard and play my best. Just stay calm, be patient, What for me is for me. Just got to let it come to me. Just work hard every day, and one day I'll get it. I haven't gotten it all yet, but one day I will, and when I do, the sky's the limit.
Despite qualifying for both the CAC and Pan Am Games, our men's national softball team knows they could have done better at their qualifier in the Dominican Republic. We get that story from Julian Gibson.
This Pan Am and CAC softball qualifier from the Dominican Republic brought to you by Rubis Bahamas Limited.
Team Bahamas record 3-4. Easily, that record could have been 6-1 or 5-2. Team manager Perry Seymour says that he knows exactly what was the downfall.
We made some mistakes at the wrong time. Julian, you watch the games, you notice that we had just with every game we had a first bad inning. One of them, then we decided to switch from the first bad inning to the fourth inning. We should have been 5-2. We could have beat Canada. Matter of fact, Canada, Mexico. We only should have lost one game. But that's the way softball goes. Whoever make the most mistakes, lose the game. And it comes down to, like I said, that we need more playing time. More games, more togetherness for the guys, so everybody can start thinking as one.
Gentlemen, you got to be serious with that. Remember the sign. And when I used to give you the fake bunt too, that mostly like doing that to try and move the corners. Yeah. So the majority of the time, you used to do the fake bunt too, and if runner on first base, do not take your eye off of me.
Your starting 9, guys on the bench, your pitching staff. Going forward, where would you make adjustments? Are you just satisfied with the team and more games would help?
More games will help. I'm satisfied with the team that I have here now. I am. I'm really satisfied with them. Like I mentioned, we made some mistakes. The pitching held up great, unlike in any tournaments, our defense is mostly the key because everybody's not going to hit, even the teams we're playing in. And if you see what the teams we played with my pitching did, they really hold their own.
Moving forward, Team Bahamas really has their work cut out at the Olympic Village in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Special thanks as always to Rupert Bahamas Limited and my hard-working cameraman Ashley Taylor. Reporting for ZNS Total Sports, I am Julian Gibson.
Thank you so much, Julian. Teams making one last swing for top positions in the females division of the New Providence Softball Association. The Johnson Lady Truckers are still leading the way despite dropping the ball on Thursday in the game against the Sunshine Auto Wildcats 13-6. The Truckers are 14-3 on the season. The Platinum Pool Sharks are 2 games behind the Truckers with a 12-6 win-loss record. The young team had a shutout win on Thursday, beating the Lady Hitters, who are currently in 4th. The Wildcats are in the 3rd spot, holding on to a 10-8 record. Each team has to play 20 games this season. The Lady Truckers have 3 more games to go. The Lady Sharks, Wildcats, and Lady Hitters all have 2. 2 of the 3 games the Lady Truckers have to play are against the Lady Sharks. If the Lady Sharks come out victorious in both games, it will force a sudden death game. Games will continue in the league on Saturday. Running through the tunnel and taking the field for the second game of the season will be Maven Sanders and the Florida State Seminoles. The game kicks off at noon on Saturday against the NC State Wolfpack at the Doak Campbell Stadium. The Windsor Park and Donald Davis Fields used to be swarming with people on the weekends, everyone wanting to see the games played in the Commonwealth American Football League. Nowadays, the teams are scrapping to get players to fill their rosters.
We are now connecting with the feeder system through the high schools and maybe as far back as the secondary schools. What we are doing actually is doing a skill training for the next 6 to 8 weeks during the month of October, November, and December, where we will basically be showing them the skills, different skills, positions on the field. And those young men who would be leaving school next June hopefully will be joining different teams and also maybe form new teams in the CAFL.
That's all the time we have for sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson.